Hey guys, Brandon here, and this is part 2 of What If Goku Met Yamoshi. Goku was watching everything from Tenkai's planet, from when Beerus arrived on Earth and when he left. Goku was wondering whether to visit Earth or not. It has been 11 years since he saw his friends or his family, and he was interested in his son Goten. But he finally made up his mind to visit Earth for a day or so. He made arrangements with Tenkai and Baba and left the following morning. It was midday when sounds of grunting and shouting were heard inside of a room that was very red. The noise was coming from a man that was muscular and 1.65 meters tall. He wore black trousers and a shirtless top. His hair was black and was very spiky. This was of course Vegeta. He was training hard, but not at his usual pace. He was clearly injured from his last battle with the God of Destruction, or Beerus. He was thinking about what Beerus had said about the other Saiyan. It was troubling to him, as he was furious to think that he trained almost his whole life and his partner died that was stronger than him, and yet still he's second to another one. Over at Mount Pausa, Goten, Videl, and Chi-Chi were listening to the story of Goku, which was being told by Gohan. He was speaking of the battle in Namek when there was a knock at the door. Gohan and Goten were on alert. They could not sense the person's ki, only an immense pressure. Gohan immediately turned Super Saiyan, thinking that it was Beerus. He cautiously stepped to the door when he heard a familiar voice. That was calm, a bit goofy, childish, but yet still fatherly. He thought for a second, then tears flowed from his eyes. He swung open the door and immediately hugged the man that was standing on the other side. The man wore an orange gi and an inner blue shirt, a blue sweatband, and a blue boots. The man was of course Goku. Goku did nothing but embrace his son. Chi-Chi flew from her sitting point with such a speed that the whole house shook. She hugged Goku so hard that if he was a weakling, he would have been crushed. Chi-Chi broke down in tears and Goku did nothing but comfort her. After 5 minutes of continuous hugging, the three entered the house again. The family were culling or rebonding, as I would call it, because it's been 11 years after all. After a while, Goten and Videl introduced themselves. While Videl spoke, she stuttered, but Goten was proud but was clearly shy. Goku bonded with Goten, and after a few minutes, he asked his sons for a spar, which made Gohan ask him about the strange presence he feels emanating from Goku. Goku answered saying that this is God Ki, and he explained how he got it. The trio flew into the air after the explanation and began battling. Gohan nor Goten were even close to his power when he was in his base, that is. They gave their all, but it was nothing. A couple minutes or miles away, Piccolo, Krillin, and Tien are approaching the battle, thinking that Beerus is here again. But little do they know, they were about to get the surprise attack by shooting a ki blast at the person in the middle when they noticed an orange ki. With excitement, the tree zoomed off and they landed right next to Chi-Chi and Videl, who are currently watching the battle. 1 minute later, the battle had ended, with Gohan and Goten beaten and Goku untouched. The trio descended Goku was met with some friends, and their faces were curiously all over the place, asking questions like, "How are you alive? How did you get here? And why are you so strong? And why do you feel so like Beerus?" Before Goku could answer, an airbus arrived with Bulma and Vegeta stepping out of it with Trunks following shortly. Bulma bumps Goku in the head, telling him that he missed her birthday a few days ago. Goku chuckled. Vegeta said, "Nice to see you, old friend." Goku saw that Vegeta was here, so he started answering the questions. One, "I'm not actually alive," and he points to the halo on his head. "I guess I got here by pulling a few strings with Baba." "Baba?" Krillin muttered. "I'm strong because I trained with Super Saiyan gods for 11 years, mostly Yamoshi." Everyone was stunned, mostly Vegeta. Vegeta now saw everything else fell in place. "I feel like Beerus because training with gods give you God Ki." Vegeta had enough, and he declared, "You are fighting me." Goku smirked, and they flew into the air, with Vegeta charging at Goku, who simply blocked the punch, stunning everyone except Gohan and Goten. Vegeta continued with a barrage of attacks that were either blocked or dodged easily. After dodging a few punches from Vegeta, Goku planted one into Vegeta's stomach that winded him. Veins raised on Vegeta as the fist connected. Vegeta fell to the ground, but he forced himself to get up and immediately turned Super Saiyan 2, and he shot up to Goku and resumed their battle. Still, Vegeta was nowhere near Goku, but he was still trying his best. But the battle was over in less than an hour, due to Vegeta's pure determination. After the battle, everyone just celebrated, with Goku and Vegeta talking and Goten getting to know his father better. After a couple hours passed, everyone said their goodbyes, and Goku left with Baba to return to King Kai's planet. It was a sad farewell, especially for Chi-Chi. She was begging Goku to stay, but he left anyway. Gohan and Goten just promised to get stronger. Krillin was just downright sad. Tien was sad but did not show his. Piccolo just smirked and said, "Farewell, friend." But out far away on a strange planet, just hear an angel watching through his ball and his staff saying, "What a nice greeting and a nice farewell. After all, this is the Super Saiyan God. Hopefully, he gets stronger by the time Beerus gets back, because he'll need all the luck he can get." But this is where I'm ending this, guys. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. Thank you for getting me to 60 subs so fast. But by the time this gets out to you guys, I think I'm gonna have more. But anyways, see ya.